If you're ambitious but lazy, please watch this video till the end. I promise you're going to see yourself in every word, and maybe, just maybe, walk away with a little more clarity than you came with. Have you ever woken up in the morning with the entire world inside your head? Goals, visions, dreams, a 10-year plan, maybe even a Google Doc named My Empire. But then, you pick up your phone, open Instagram, scroll for a bit, and the next thing you know, bam, it's 4 p.m. You haven't showered, you've eaten chips for breakfast, and you feel like the most unproductive genius on earth. Because mentally, you're a beast. You're Elon Musk. You're Steve Jobs. You're ready to build the next billion-dollar thing. But physically, you're a wet tissue, exhausted, drained, and somehow always waiting for motivation to strike. Sound familiar? Let me tell you something no one probably has. You're not lazy, you're just stuck. Because of real laziness? Real laziness doesn't dream. Real laziness doesn't feel guilty for doing nothing. Real laziness doesn't keep downloading productivity apps or watching 25 YouTube videos titled, How to Be More Disciplined. That's not laziness. That's ambition, trapped in a broken cycle. And the cycle is this. You want to do everything at once, but the pressure to be perfect, to get it right, to make it big, paralyzes you. So you freeze. You overthink. You scroll. And the longer you wait, the worse you feel. You know how I know all this? Because I lived it. Let me tell you about a guy named, well, me. Mubashir. I used to write down long lists of tasks like, wake up at 5 a.m., drink 2 liters of water, read 50 pages, design my website, edit 2 videos, hit the gym, build a brand, save the world, and maybe, just maybe, call my mom. And by 11 a.m., guess how much I'd done? 0. Because that list wasn't motivating me. It was mocking me. And once the guilt hit, I did what most of us do. I picked up my phone and started watching videos on how to stop procrastinating, while, of course, continuing to procrastinate. Classic. But here's what changed everything for me. I stopped chasing motivation and started chasing momentum. Because motivation, it's flaky. It's that friend who hypes you up at midnight to start a company, but goes completely missing the next morning. Momentum, though, is reliable. It starts small. You drink a glass of water. Boom. You did something. You clean your desk. Now your brain's like, okay, we're in motion. You open your laptop, do 5 minutes of work. That's it. 5 minutes. But that 5 minutes turns into 15, then 30. And soon you're actually doing the thing you've been avoiding for weeks. The problem isn't your ambition. The problem is your system. You don't need another vision board or goal-setting app. You need to simplify. Kill the fantasy that you're going to wake up tomorrow and be a new person. You won't. But you can be 1% better today, and then 1% better again tomorrow. And that adds up. In fact, that's the only thing that ever adds up. So if you're feeling like a failure because you're not acting on your big dreams, breathe. You are not your productivity. You're not defined by how many tasks you cross off a list. You're allowed to slow down. You're allowed to start small. The key is to start. Not next week. Not on January 1st. Not when Mercury's in retrograde. Now, start with one thing, the tiniest possible action. Write 1 sentence. Do 1 push-up. Drink 1 glass of water. Not because it'll change your life instantly, but because it tells your brain, I am not dead. I am not done. I am moving forward. You're not lazy, my friend. You're just overwhelmed, and the world keeps telling you to hustle, grind, sacrifice sleep. But you need to learn how to manage the pressure, how to be kind to yourself, how to build slow, sustainable momentum that doesn't burn you out every 2 weeks. So if you're ambitious but lazy, remember, you're not behind. You're just building silently. And every small step you take is proof that you're still in the fight.